Here's everything that you need to know about Jonathan Anderson's debut collection for Dior in under 3 minutes. First, he started going back to the old label, which is more refined than this. Then he's giving us the message that he's going back to craftsmanship with this label. Then he gave us 4 teasers, which absolutely makes sense once you see the collection. There was a post with Jean-Michel Basquiat and one with Lee Radziwill, who were both friends with Andy Warhol in the 1970s. There was a post with the Dior book tote. There was one with the tie and another one with the bow tie, and one that referenced 19th century Victorian era. The show was a tribute to the great master, Christian Dior, and a mashup of different historical elements. The show started out strong with this look. This look is an ode to 2 iconic looks from Christian Dior. The first one in silhouette, the second one in design detail. I love the attention to detail in the back because you can actually sit in this, unlike a lot of women's wear where you cannot sit. Another reason why I love this look is because it blurs the line between what is masculine and what is feminine in design. Earlier this month on IG Story, I called out the snot-nosed kid for saying that fashion designers are demasculating men with their fashion design. In design, there's no masculine and feminine in elements. There's only the application of what society placed on those elements that determines the gender. The first show I saw from this season was from Prada. I love this collection because it was about dismantling masculinity in fashion. One thing they might not know about me is that I love menswear more than women's wear. So it makes me happy to see how gender fluid this season has been. So getting back to the collection, these 2 pictures are referencing the 70s, which I think this is what Jonathan Anderson was referencing when he was talking about the 70s, because I don't see a difference. He leaned heavily into the 70s, especially with denim. It makes sense when you consider that he created this pair of signature jeans for Loewe. I guess he's trying to do the same at Dior. I could easily say that this pair of jeans could be the signature pair of jeans. I mean, I love them. It's very Dior with that drape. The next post was the Dior book tote. We saw 4 new versions and 5 looks on the runway. Then we saw 2 posts, one with the tie and one with the bow tie, where we saw ties, bow ties, and cravats for many of the looks on the runway. Then there was this last teaser post, which is very 19th century Victorian era. In one part, it reminded me of this with these looks. I mean, I don't see a difference. Another part reminded me of these trashy romance novels that I read when I was a teenager, especially with these 3 looks. In fabrication, besides denim, there was file and dense twill, which I saw looks in the moire file, and these styles in the dense twill. There was also looks in velvet and this flecked wool. I really hope to see these 2 looks on K-pop idols or my Asian dramas. I was happy to see all these people in attendance. I'll leave it to Rihanna to say what I'm thinking.
The bags. Love the bags. Love the shirts. Love the ties. Love the styling. Love the